we get back from Tribal, and I'm feeling pretty good. You know, we were able to pull it off. They split their votes, and we were able to get Isabella to flip, and we ended up doing Molly overall because even though she probably wasn't as big of a threat physically, she still was fairly strategic, and she's just an underdog, and we didn't want to really underestimate her, so we just had to take her out before she could really be a big player. Well, great job to everyone for sticking to the plan. Yeah, and thanks Isabella for flipping. Yeah, no problem. So last night I decided to flip, and I voted off Molly. Now I know Colby was probably the bigger threat, and probably voting him and messing up with the, split vote probably wouldn't have been smart, but he still would have been the bigger threat. But I still did Molly in the end because I wanted to put a move on my resume. I mean, I said I wasn't gonna be, unapologetic when I play the game, and, I'm not going against that. So what do we do next, though? Because, it's split 4-4. Yeah, that's the thing. I hope that they're planning to split again. Yeah, I highly doubt it, though. So, John, you wanted to talk to me after the vote? Yeah, I did. Well, what's it about? Like our alliance? No, it's not the alliance. It's about us. Oh, about what? Being good? Yeah, we're still good. What? No, it's not that. It's just that I've been, what? I've been getting feelings. I tried to make the conversation happen, but it just started to get awkward, and it's just, I don't know if I can do this. What kind of feelings? Like, I know this sounds cheesy and kind of weak sounding, but, like, loving feelings and whatnot. Oh, really? Yeah, it's just... Ever since we met in Galapagos, and we got very close in Galapagos, I've been getting feelings. Oh, you had them for a bit? Yeah, at least since Galapagos. Huh. I'm sorry, this started to get awkward. I'll understand if you don't really feel the same way. What are you talking about? I started to gain feelings for you since we got back onto the beach at the start of the season. But I don't know, I just didn't really have the courage to kind of tell you. I knew this conversation between me and John was going to happen sooner rather than later, but it was just so awkward because I had no idea what I was going to say, and I'm pretty sure he felt the same way about what he was trying to say to me. Well, I have had the same feelings for you, it's just that I didn't really tell you because I kind of thought you were taken. Well, I was. What? Yeah, I went through a messy breakup a month after Galapagos wrapped up, and it didn't really end well. It had nothing to do with us, it had more to do with just my wife not being happy, not being in a good mindset, and she just recommended us to take our time apart, and I guess it turned into an indefinite hiatus, so yeah, as of right now, I am single. It's just that I kind of also thought that, you were in, your 30s, and I didn't think you would want to go for someone like me. I don't focus entirely on the age. I focus on what the person is as a whole. And you definitely fit what I'm looking for. So, I did it. It was definitely something I finally got off my chest, but I'm glad I finally did. Because now I don't have that sort of anxiety kind of dwelling on me anymore. And now I feel even more confident to make it far. I love you. Love you too. And as much as we love each other, we gotta understand that we need a 100% focus on the game still. Well, I 100% agree. Yeah, so let's get back to the game. I'm still pissed about what happened at the vote. Yeah, I am too. What the heck happened? I'm pretty sure I know what happened. We split our votes, and we shouldn't have done that. Getting back to the game, I'm pissed about what happened at the vote, because Molly went out, and I'm partially to blame for it. All we had to do was not split the vote, yet we did it anyway. And we gave the opportunity for one of the people in the alliance to flip. I trust Savannah, so I know it wasn't her, and I genuinely don't think Brad did it either, because there were 3 votes casted on Colby, so obviously Brad stuck his vote on Colby. So that means that Elle or Isabella flipped. I'm gonna take some time and wait till the morning to figure out who did it, but I'm kinda certain who did it. Man, we really need to stop losing challenges. Yeah, hopefully this stops soon. Otherwise, we're gonna be down more players than the heroes. I'm still pissed after what happened because it was my fault that Molly went out. All we just had to do was not vote for Harper and just put all of our votes on Colby, or vice versa. Instead, we just split our votes and trust that all of us are gonna stick together when one person didn't. The heck happened? I don't know. It was clearly obvious what happened. That side took an advantage of us splitting, and now we look like idiots. Well, considering who's not here, it's pretty obvious who did. Isabella? Yeah. Not gonna lie, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, she is known for being this conniving. Yeah, so what, we take her out next? Well, we obviously can't cross Colby off just yet. I think we save Harper for later, but right now we need to consider taking out Colby or Isabella because Colby's still one of the biggest threats here, but Isabella is way more conniving. It doesn't come as a surprise that Isabella flipped, but I'm still pissed she did it. Like, I knew she was going to possibly be a snake, and I knew I couldn't trust her later on, but I didn't think she was going to do it this early. Well, guess that's my fault for thinking someone was going to play this hard, but, you know, it's Survivor, so there's going to be people who are going to play very hard at the start. We're not splitting. We're not, okay? We're not doing it moving forward, okay? Yeah, I agree. Same. Yeah, up. You're not going anywhere just yet. What? Did you talk to her? Yes. And? Okay, I talked to her and told her how I feel, and she felt the same way. Oh, that's so sweet. And so dangerous. However, they are in my alliance, so I can't take them out just yet. However, once the merge hits and after a few votes, then they have to go. That's just plain and simple. So, the boat's here. Do you two need some privacy? Yeah. So wanna get going? Sure. I don't know whether or not those two are together now. They might be, for all I know, but they could not be. I don't know. Maybe I'm being deceived. I don't know. But the thing is, I need them to go away just so that way I can start playing my game, which is, since my closest ally is gone, I gotta start working on my social game because I know my threat level could rise soon. Well, I guess since my ally is gone and your ally is a snake, we might as well work together. Yeah, I don't mind working with you, Brad. Though I wouldn't say Isabella was necessarily my ally, per se. She was just an extra number that we kind of needed. The only thing we kind of bonded over is trying to get Savannah and John together. Oh, and speaking of which, are they? Yes. Oh, well, I guess it's about time. Yeah, but obviously we now need to know that because they're together, they're a showmans. Well, romance. I guess they actually do genuinely love each other, so I guess romance, showman. I don't care. Point is, they are still one of the bigger threats here, so we obviously need to watch out once the merge hits. Oh, I agree. I obviously know we can't take them to the end. Yeah, because that would be dumb. I feel like Brad would be a pretty good replacement ally. He's got the brawn and I got the brain. I feel like this is a natural sort of powerhouse duo. Guys, we need to do something. I get it, Isabella. I don't know if it's gonna work though, because, I mean, those four are still tight, and I don't think they're splitting again. So what do we do? Find the idol? I guess, but I've been looking and I found nothing. I've been looking as well, found nothing. So how are we so sure that it's still out there? One of those people could have it. Maybe. Obviously we're not telling her yet. Yeah, if we lose again, we'll tell that alliance that we're doing Isabella, because we need to make it to the merge. Hopefully that we only have to go to one tribal at least, because if we have to go to 2 more, then that's going to be a problem. Isabella's with us, sure, but that doesn't mean I trust her. She's still very conniving and already proven to, you know, vote against her alliance, and why should I trust her? So, it only makes sense to vote her off the next time we lose. If we lose again after, though, then that's where things are going to get a little more complicated, but we'll only focus on that when it comes to that. When the merge hits, what do we do from there? Well, I think we gotta get some allies, obviously. So someone on the heroes, obviously. So someone like maybe, I don't know, maybe like Buck, because he's kind of social, and Hunter, because he's kind of physical. Makes sense. I do hope I make it as far as the merge, but obviously I want to make it far enough in the merge to make it to the end. And so we gotta basically plan what the scenario is going to be. So we obviously got to get some allies. And, well, we can't really ally with people on the villains anymore because they don't really trust us. So we got to get someone on the heroes to work with us. That is, once we get there. Well, another win. Yeah, now we're tied with the villains. I'm glad we won again, and now that we won again, we're even with the villains. That being said, tribe unity is at an all-time low. We seem to be very divided still, and that's not great. Guys, I understand that the other side is our enemy, but can't we at least all be on the same page that we need to start winning challenges and keep tribe unity strong? Oh, I 100% agree, but we are gonna lose eventually. And when we do, we can't really get too close with them, because then that would mean trying to get rid of them would be way harder. I understand why Lauren wants to try and unify the tribe together again, and I understand why, but I don't really want to get too close with that side, because then that would make getting rid of one of them a lot harder, and I don't really want to do that. Just wondering, it's still going to be Hunter, right? Yeah, it's going to be Hunter still. Alright then. Yeah, I guess. But how are we gonna get the numbers? As I said, we just, try and get Spencer on our side. What if he doesn't flip? Then I guess we're gonna have to go to rocks. I said it once, and I'll say it again. I am not willing to go to rocks. It's too risky. Therefore, if we go to rocks, there's a chance I could go out, and that's not great. I don't want to go out this early. So, what do we do now? Lauren doesn't seem like she wants to flip. Yeah, well, I don't really care what she wants or doesn't want. Thing is, we need to go to rocks if it comes down to it. If Spencer doesn't flip, then we might have to go to rocks. Because what other option is it? Well, we could, find an idol. Yeah, well, I've been looking for a bit and found nothing. We're still good, right, guys? Yeah, still good. Alright, great. So, plan still ace. Plan still ace. The more that I think, ace might actually not be a bad option to keep around. And the reason I say that is because he is arguably one of the strongest people here. And I know I'll be viewed as a challenge threat soon. So, who else would be a better shield than ace? So, honestly, I do think maybe keeping around ace might actually be not so bad of an idea. That being said, I don't know if my alliance would agree with that. Ace is not really with me anymore, and if you're not really with me and you pose as a threat, then I don't know what to tell you. You just are like public enemy number 1 to me. So, as much as I don't really mind Ace, unfortunately he has to just be the next one to go. Sorry to say, but he does. So Hunter, what do you think of the plan? Well, I don't mind doing Ace, it's just that, since he poses as a big threat, wouldn't it be better to keep him around as a shield? Huh. Might not actually be a bad idea, but if he starts popping off in challenges, well, we can't win every single challenge. Like, once he loses, then we take that opportunity and vote him out. Yeah, anyways, how do you think of the alliance? In all honesty, I'm still unsure about it, because it still seems like it's one side against the other. Huh. Alright, well, if you're wondering what I think it's time for you to just branch away from your alliance. Wait, why? Listen, I know you trust Buck and Liz, and they are good allies to you, but you gotta know that you can't just stay in one alliance and expect to ride it to the end. Like, nobody wins doing that. I mean, that's not necessarily true. It may not be to you, but the way I see it, just sticking with one ally the entire game is just not going to be a good idea. This is where my game is going to start getting better. And it starts with Hunter. All I gotta do is get him onto my side and try and get him closer to me than he is with Buck and Liz, because they are very big threats. Buck is a social threat, so it's going to be dangerous taking him far, but I don't really want to take him out just yet. So that leaves it with Liz, and Liz, she's social, and she's very strategical. I mean, once she got rid of Jessica and Yucatan, she started being a monster, so I want to just get rid of her as soon as possible. I don't think I want Buck gone just yet, but I do think it's probably a better idea to take out Liz. Huh. Well, I mean, I see your reasoning. Just consider it. Okay, well, the thing is, I do consider it, but what are we gonna do in order to get the numbers? Well, I don't know. We'll have to be careful with what we do. So, we gotta plan carefully. How are you doing, Spencer? I'm doing great. So, what are you thinking? Well, I think it's finally time for us to make something out of nothing. We need to start really making some moves. I do agree. So what are you thinking? Well, I talked with Hunter, so hopefully we can get something going. And I put enough down to his head to try and make him doubt his alliance, and hopefully he'll be willing to turn on them. Think it will work? Maybe, but it also might not. He might be deceiving me, I don't know, but he seems genuine when he does say he's considering flipping. And who would we take out in that instance? Liz. Because obviously I'm not taking out Buck yet. Spencer definitely seems like a risky kind of player. He's definitely taking a lot of risks, and I don't really mind him. That being said, if he starts turning into this, big, power-driven, power-hungry player, then obviously I'm going to have to turn on him eventually. That said, I mean, if I just let him start playing his game, and, I can just be a part of, what he's doing, then hopefully I can stick around for a little bit. And hopefully once the merge hits, that's where my game can start taking off a bit more. So how are you feeling about Hunter? Well, I mean, we trust him, don't we? Yeah, though it's kind of weird how he just walked off. Usually he talks to us a lot. And maybe he's trying to, distance himself from us so that way he doesn't look as much of a threat. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to help. I still think that side might be targeting him. Yeah, should we? Not yet. Next vote we will, if we lose, but right now we can't take him out just yet. Okay then. I do have to take into consideration that Hunter is a dangerous player. He's fairly sociable, he's very physical, and very strategical. So he's just, a very dangerous player all around. However, he's still a number to me, so I can't take him out just yet, but if we lose 2 times, then that's where I'm going to have to start turning on him. Liz's plan makes sense. I mean, Hunter is one of the biggest threats out here. That said, I don't think we should take him out regardless, because we do need a shield, and Hunter is that shield. Then again, we could use Ace as a shield, but I don't know if Ace is going to make it through another day. Alright, first things first, Heroes Tribe getting a new look at the new Villains Tribe. Molly voted out the last tribal council. Anyways, let's get on to today's immunity challenge. For your challenge, you will select 2 members of your team to battle 2 people of the other team in a classic game of Capture the Flag. Here are the rules. You can steal back your team's flag, however, you cannot put it back where it is. Meaning, if it gets stolen, you have to keep it out of there. And here's how it will work. Once you steal the other team's flag, you have to make it past your tribe's color. When you do, you earn a point for your team. The first team to 5 points wins immunity, safe from the vote. Losers tribal council, someone will be the 5th person voted out of this game. Anyways, makes sense? So, basically, assign your positions when you guys are going up and we'll get started. Alright, for the first battle for the heroes is Spencer and Leon going up against Isabella and Harper for the villains. Survivors ready. Go! Leon and Spencer are charging. Meanwhile, Harper's playing defense. Leon taking care of Harper. Meanwhile, Spencer's approaching the flag while Isabella's playing defense. Isabella just shoves Spencer out of the way. Leon gets off of Harper trying to recover, and he's going after Isabella now. Leon misses! Isabella's about to get the flag, but not if Spencer has anything to say about it. Leon fighting to steal the flag back from Isabella, but she overpowers him. Spencer's now going. Spencer running to get the flag now. Spencer tackles Isabella down, but looks like she threw it to Harper. Spencer and Leon trying to recover. Meanwhile, Harper is just dashing now towards the villain side. Leon trying desperately to stop Harper, but it's too late. She makes it past the red color, and the villains score the first point. Up next for the heroes is Buck and Lauren, taking on Jonathan and Savannah for the villains. Survivors ready? Go! Jonathan and Savannah focusing on Buck, and Lauren is just passing him. Buck does a somersault and takes John down and knocks Savannah over. Lauren gets the flag from the villain side, but looks like Savannah has just recovered. Savannah pounces on Lauren and tries to steal the flag back. Ooh, and Buck completely body slams Jonathan to the ground. Now looks like he's going to try and help Lauren. Savannah takes the flag back, but Buck completely apprehends her and now trying to steal the flag again. John trying to catch his breath. He's still flustered after that encounter with Buck. Savannah's being so resilient with holding that flag that Buck and Lauren are just choosing to just drag her across. Jonathan takes Lauren down as Buck is going to have to try and get the flag across on his own. And looks like he does. Just like that, both teams are tied. Next up is a battle between arguably the strongest members on either side. For the heroes is Hunter and Ace, and for the villains is Brad and Colby. Survivors ready. Go! Looks like Hunter and Ace are charging while Brad and Colby play defense. Ace and Colby battling, and Hunter and Brad are battling. Hunter chucks Brad off of him. He's now free to try and get the flag. Colby knocks Ace over, and now looks like Colby's going after Hunter. Brad is just running now. He's heading over to the hero's flag. Ace chasing after Brad, while Colby still tries apprehending Hunter. Colby takes Hunter down. Brad has the flag, and Ace is trying to get him. Ooh, looks like Brad does a backflip over Ace's head. He did not expect that at all. Brad is just full-blown running with Ace in hot pursuit. Meanwhile, Hunter's finally got the advantage over. Hunter and Ace now have Brad in their grasp, but he's just full-blown running now. Ooh, Brad avoids Hunter and Ace's attacks, and they end up crashing into each other. And Brad makes it to the other side, earning the second point for the villains. Villains lead 2-1. Up next for the heroes is Bernadette and Liz taking on Max and Elle for the villains. Survivors ready? Go! Seems pretty straightforward. They're all just moving forward. Bernadette and Liz trying to go after Elle, and Max is just walking beside them. Bernadette and Liz still focused entirely on Elle. Meanwhile, Max has the flag. Liz now finally going after Max. Meanwhile, Elle just easily pushes Bernadette over. Ooh, and Elle completely tackles Liz. Max, just run for it. Alright then. Max is running, but Bernadette is back up now. Max outruns Bernadette and scores the 3rd point for the villains. It's now time for some do-overs. Hunter and Leon for the heroes, and Max and Colby for the villains. Survivors ready? Go! Leon's just charging, Max and Colby playing defense, and Hunter taking it slow and steady. Leon blows through Max and Colby's defenses. Now him and Hunter can easily get the flag. Looks like Colby and Max have recovered. Hunter, go long. Colby and Max trying to get to Leon. Colby tackles Leon, but Leon threw the flag to Hunter. Colby trying to run for Hunter, but it's too late. He's past his mark, and now the heroes have earned a point. It's now 3-2, but the villains are still in the lead. Looks like it's Lauren and Ace for the heroes versus Brad and Savannah for the villains. Survivors ready. Go! Ace and Brad are charging at each other while Lauren and Savannah are taking it easy. Both teams seem to be fighting each other now. Savannah knocks Lauren over. She's running for the flag while Brad's still holding on to Ace. Savannah's got the flag. Lauren's about to get up. Looks like Ace tries to go for Savannah, but looks like Brad's holding him back. Lauren trying to take back the flag from Savannah. Savannah knocks Lauren over. She's now running for the other side. Looks like Ace tries to get her again, but Brad is still holding him back. Ace throws Brad off of him. Savannah's running for the other side. Ace has got to move. Ace grabs Savannah by her foot. She's not quite there yet. Savannah just goes for it, and she makes it past her color, despite Ace's attempts. Villains are now at 4. They need 1 more point to win it. Next is Bernadette and Buck for the heroes, and Isabella and John for the villains. Remember, if John and Isabella win, then that means the villains win the entire challenge. But if Buck and Bernadette win, then the heroes' chances of winning immunity are still alive. Survivors ready. Go! Looks like John and Isabella are playing defense, while Bernadette and Buck are taking it slow and steady. Isabella and Buck are going at each other, and Buck knocks Isabella over. John's going after him, but looks like Bernadette's coming up. John takes her down, but Buck makes it past, and now he's just going for the flag. Buck now has the flag. Isabella trying to get it from her. Ooh, and she does. But wait, no. Isabella, no. I said at the beginning of this challenge, you cannot put it back where it was. Ah, crap, I forgot. And since you did that, the heroes automatically receive a point. The heroes select Liz and Spencer, and the villains select Harper and Elle. Now remember, like I said, if the villains earn this point, they win the whole game. But if Liz and Spencer score, then we tie and we go into one last battle. Survivors ready. Go! Spencer and Liz just charging at Harper and Elle, and they're playing defense. They defend against Spencer's attack, but that means Liz is just going past them. Liz is now running back with the villain's flag. Ooh, Liz trips over Elle's foot and she drops the team's flag. Harper takes care of Spencer. She's heading for the hero's flag. Meanwhile, Elle grabs the villain's flag and is now just running with it. Liz is just chasing Elle now. Harper heading back with the flag, but looks like Spencer has recovered. Meanwhile, Liz is catching up to Elle. It's a tight battle. Both sides have the other team's flag. Elle throws Liz off of her, and looks like Harper makes it to the other side, which means the villains have won immunity, safe from the battle. Congratulations, villains, on another win. You guys take back immunity. No tribal council for any of you guys tonight. You are now safe. You can head back to camp and await your next challenge. Heroes, unfortunately for you, you spent 6 days without going back to tribal, but now you're going back. And tonight, you'll be down to 7. So, grab your stuff and head back to camp, and I'll see you guys tonight. That challenge was a little too close for comfort, but at the end of the day, we were able to win, and, I'm feeling great about that. Well, guess that didn't last long. No, it didn't. Well, this sucks. After we finally got an upper hand on the villains, we end up backtracking and losing again. I'm very upset, as well as the fact that I don't know what the heck's gonna happen, because the way I see it, I think the votes are probably gonna tie. Well, guys, I guess it's gonna be a tie. Yeah, we are still doing Hunter, if you are just curious about it. Yeah, I knew we were doing Hunter, but I know it's probably gonna tie between me and him. Well, I guess in the good sense, you would be the safest one if it deadlocks, because then you'd be safe. I could get rid of Hunter, I could get rid of Ace, because I'm pretty sure that's what the other side's doing. But me and Spencer have other plans. If we just make sure it's not a tie between Hunter and Ace, or either one of them ties with who we're gonna try and blindside, then we should be good. And we should be able to pull it off. All of us are still good, right? Yeah, we are. Vote still Ace. Yeah, vote still Ace. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're targeting me, so you guys should be fine. If it deadlocks, then I don't know what the heck's gonna happen. I'm 100% getting votes. That other side values me as the biggest threat in this group, so I would be surprised if they don't target me. I guess, in my sense, the best thing that can happen is it does deadlock, but then I could end up losing one of my allies, and that would not be good. Alright, Spencer, what's your plan? Well, we gotta make sure Hunter and Ace don't go out, and we gotta make sure that the person we're trying to blindside is not in a tie with either of them. So what's your plan? Well, my plan is we just try and convince Ace to flip, and I think I know how. How? Well, he told me that unless if that side has the idol, he's not considering going back to the group. Okay, and don't tell anyone, but I have the hidden immunity idol. Oh, that's great, Spencer. What does this gotta do with the vote, though? Well, all I just gotta do is gotta go up to Hunter, and I kinda have to set up this idea that he has the idol, causing Ace to get paranoid and forced to have to turn on either Bernadette or Leon. Okay, that's actually really smart. I am really scared of Spencer now. I mean, he's got the idol, and he's planning to try and make a big move. I don't know what to think of him. I think I'll still stand by the whole idea that I'll stick with him for a few votes, but by the merge, I just can't have him go far. I just can't. What do we do if it ties? If it ties, then I don't think we should go to rocks for Hunter, personally. Think it's too risky? I do. I mean, the thing with Hunter, yeah, we'll lose one of our strongest members, but I feel like we just kind of have to. I mean, it's either that or we risk ourselves going out. Yeah, I guess. I don't want to have to take out Hunter, but if I'm sensing nobody really going to flip, then I don't see any reason why I should try and save him, because I do not want to go down to rocks for him. I just can't. So you wanted to talk to me? Yeah, I did. About what? About the possibility that we can pull this off. Alright, how do we do it? Well, the way I see it, those group of three, Bernadette, Leon, and Ace, they're going to vote together and try and vote for you, but I think I have a way to stop that. Alright, how? This. Wow, the idol? Nice. Yeah, so what I want you to do is I want you to hang on to this idol. Basically, I want you to talk to Ace and then basically imply you have the idol. Okay. And then basically show him so that way he gets nervous and doesn't really want to vote with either Bernadette or Leon. Okay, so what's your point? Well, if he does that, then it will be a 3-2-2-1 split if you, me, and Lauren vote together. Ah, interesting. I was relieved to know that Spencer has the idol, but he did come up with a fairly interesting plan. He wants me to hold on to it, basically imply to Ace that I got it, basically feel confident going into tonight's vote, and that will cause him to get paranoid and shift his vote somewhere else, probably onto Leon or Bernadette, because that's what he'd assume we're doing. And by doing that, we would have a 3-2-2-1 split if me, Spencer, and Lauren vote together. And that could be pretty dang good. Though now I know how big of a threat Spencer is now. But obviously I want to go with this plan because, you know, I don't really have any choice. It's either this or, you know, a possibility of ties, and I could go home in case if, you know, Liz or Buck don't want to keep me. Well, best of luck tonight, Ace. Yeah, best of luck to you. Feeling confident? Actually, yeah. Oh, you are? Yeah. Huh. Why? Well, because I don't think I'm going home. Well, what makes you so certain of that? Well, I'm just gonna say I have protection and leave it at that. Huh. Okay, now I'm scared. I'm pretty dang certain Hunter has the idol. I mean, he is acting confident and pretty much is all like, I've got protection, and when someone says that, that just shows that they have the idol. And I don't see any way we can, like, split the vote to go anywhere else, so I think tonight I might have to end up playing it safe so that way I just don't go out, because at this point, I just don't want to go home. Okay, look, Hunter, I think it's possible that we got off on the wrong foot after our little confrontation. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I should have let you in more so of what was going on. It's just that, you know, Liz and Buck just kind of seemed adamant with this group, and I just kind of went along with it, you know? I mean, obviously, if you are offered a trio, you're not going to reject that, you know? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I kind of was in a trio with Dante and Naomi at one point, so I guess I can't really say much. Yeah. Out of curiosity, if you weren't to do me, would you do, like, either Bernadette or Leon? Honestly, yeah. I would probably lean towards Leon. Okay. Can you, kind of let the Alliance know about this? Oh yeah, sure, I will. Looks like Ace is getting scared, obviously, because now he knows I have the idol, and he knows he's kind of screwed if I play it. So he's kind of all like, are you willing to take out, like, Leon or Bernadette? And honestly, you know, I'm gonna let him think that. I obviously don't want... The only problem with this is that it could strain our relationship even more so. So I might let him know that it might not be Leon in case if, you know, Liz and Buck are not really willing to do him. I'm just a little uncertain about Liz and Buck, you know. I don't know if they're going to feel the same way about this. I feel like they still value us the danger, so they might end up still voting for you. Huh. Well, alright then. If I get votes, can you make sure I don't go out? Alright, I will. Did it work? Looks like it did. Looks like he is willing to turn on Bernadette and Leon. Cool. Who's he voting? Leon. Alright, cool. Oh, and here's your idol back. The way I see it, I feel like we're the swing votes and the people making the decision. Well, you are in fact right about that. Obviously, we're not voting with Bernadette or Leon because they're voting for you. Yeah, it would make no sense to vote with them. Yeah, so we could either vote with Ace and take out Leon and possibly fix the Alliance, the crack that the Alliance had, or we could vote off Ace with Liz and Buck and have the majority. Or, heck, we could take out Liz, Buck, or Bernadette. Yeah, we have all the powers, so we just need to know who to vote. Yeah, there's merits to getting rid of the 5, but we need to just see who we value as the best decision for all of us. The plan's in full motion. It's time to execute the blindside. Obviously, I do kind of want to get rid of Leon, just so that way, you know, Ace kind of comes back to the Alliance and we have the majority. But I also want to make a move on Liz, Buck, or Bernadette just to throw everything off and to put a remove on my resume. I do know that if I do Liz, then I'd screw Buck and he probably would go after me, but I don't really mind because, sure, you can have close friends, but sometimes your close friends are going to be possibly your biggest enemy. I'm a little worried, Bernadette. About what? Well, I see a lot of talks going around between certain people, and it's kind of strange. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Out of curiosity, are we gonna go to Rocks for Ace? To be honest, if it ties between him and Hunter, then no, we probably shouldn't. Alright then. Ace, sorry, but if it ties between you and Hunter, me and Leon kind of have to flip, because I don't want to go to rocks. I just don't want to go to rocks. The only way I want to keep Ace is if Liz or Buck don't want to flip, but I'm kind of tempted to think they wouldn't, just simply because they kind of are with Hunter. They're like a BLT. Those three are a trio, so I don't see them really flipping. Hopefully everything works out and Hunter does go. Yeah, I hope so, but as I said, if it ties between them, I don't think we should keep Ace around. Welcome, heroes, to another tribal council. So, Spencer, how are you feeling about coming back here again? Well, Jeff, it sucks. We finally had the upper hand on the villains and we lost it again. So, Liz, why do you think you guys won the previous two challenges compared to today's challenge? Well, I think it was because the previous two challenges focused entirely on team unity and communication. Today's challenge focused on communication, but it only focused communication on two people. And, you know, not everybody is entirely unified with just one person, but we are more unified as a team. So I think that's why we lost. So Ace, how are you feeling about the vote tonight? Fairly nervous, obviously. I'm one of the biggest threats here, so I'm easily probably getting votes. What about you, Hunter? Yeah, I could give votes, I could. I just gotta hope that, you know, people don't value me as the biggest threat here, though. Alright, with that out of the way, it's time to vote. Bernadette, you'll start us off. Just because I don't value you as the biggest threat doesn't mean you're not a threat. Sorry, Ace, but if a deadlock is possible, I may reconsider on the revote. Sorry, but this is strictly necessary, as that other side has the idol, and I just want to stick around to survive another day. Sorry I have to go so early, but I'm just trying to make a move, and you're probably my biggest competition moving forward. I'll go tally the votes. Alright, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. No? Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Ace. Next vote, Hunter. That's one vote Ace, one vote Hunter. Hunter. That's two votes Hunter, one vote Ace. Leon. That's two votes Hunter, one vote Ace, one vote Leon. Ace. We're tied. Two votes Hunter, two votes Ace, one vote Leon. Sixth vote, Liz. That's two votes Hunter, two votes Ace, one vote Leon, one vote Liz. The seventh vote, Liz. We're tied. Two votes Hunter, two votes Ace, two votes Liz, one vote Leon, one vote left. Final vote. And the fifth person voted out of LEGO Survivor Heroes vs. Villains. Liz. Liz, that's 3 votes. That's enough for tonight. You need to bring me your torch. Liz, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. You talk about tribe unity, and yet this vote shows that the tribe is anything but that. Got nothing else for you guys? Grab your stuff and head back to camp. Good night. I'm out of words to really say. That's insane. I didn't expect at all to get votes, let alone 3. And I have no clue how the votes ended up so messy in the process. But hey, props to the people who were able to pull it off. I am a little disappointed, but I shouldn't be entirely shocked because, I mean, I was a former winner. But I'm still kind of shocked it happened this early, because I felt like I was playing alright.